So, no end screen for this video because I made an oopsies, also my face hurts, so I am going to try to do my best not to hurt myself more, but for timestamp's sake as we wait here, and then I will get into Goizo Cult Random Item Stats Haru. Hey, this time we get a thing. I forgot a thing, by the way. I'm going absolutely crazy. Now I have to check. Cut! Oh, so yeah, this is the third run. It's because I just did a recording, so I was not sure if I had already failed or succeeded in the last episode. But here we are. We get Timeworn Katana Cho, and yeah, off we go. So as you can see here, the chance to hit is, I think, increased by 10. Why am I going crazy? Well, either way, depending on if you have random item stats and whatnot, that may or may not matter. But you know what? We'll do our best. So. Let us see here. Strength, Dexterity, second, Takushi-san, and Knowledge. Specifically, second encounter first, and then second mystery. But, as you'll see in a moment, hey, Haru's one of the characters that I made a thing for. So, yeah, it's not anything too fancy. In fact, it kind of blocks this cupboard. Not that it blocks me from clicking it, but it's just fun to see that. But that's the only thing I did. And again, I'm making slow graphical changes if I have the time, because I'm also doing a few other things and agonizing over one thing later elsewhere. So with Metamorphosis, Nails, Recluse, Silhouettes, and Taxi, yes, I've rotated my mysteries. That was primarily the reason why I had to do another recording, because I didn't change my mysteries. Recluse, 3 bosses, by the way. Silhouettes, technically, I think, if I recall correctly, I think there's a fight. I don't remember, but Taxi definitely so yeah, it's a good thing we're Haru, because this can be very, 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 very painful. So, what do I want to do first? Probably Nails first, right? Nails, Recluse, Metamorphosis. We'll take Taxi and try to prepare as much as possible. It might not be possible, but we'll do our best. We're actually gonna pop. I'm gonna actually pop in the History Club. Goizo, right? Yeah. So I want to avoid taking damage. Funny enough, I think a Dotu Flame might help out here, but let's find out. And yeah, let's spend all of our doom here. We need it. I could grab curses, but if I max stamina or max reason drops, that's just more pain for me, and I don't want that. So yeah, with everything set up here, we should be nearly good to go. Just need to do the police patrols. Mansion Village, high downtown. Oh, Metamorphosis does take me into the mansion. I forgot where Silhouettes takes me, but then Taxi is a bunch of downtown anyway, so downtown it is, I guess. And off I go. I'm losing my voice because I did a 15+ minute recording, which isn't that long really, but yeah, if I'm doing them back to back and then I make a mistake, it makes me kind of sad. So off we go. We'll do our best though, because with the Timeworn Katana, again, reminder that, yeah, with the Timeworn Katana, we do want to be attacking with the Katana. I know I've said that over and over again, but I have to remind myself, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Did I take the handcuffs, by the way? Did they go? Yeah, they went into the thing. We do have Taxi. We could just run through the forest and use the handcuffs there. So I guess that's where I'm going to try and save the handcuffs. Now, do I want to use the cigarettes immediately? Probably. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. So, we're going to agree here. We can run, we're on Goizo, but for boss encounters, obviously we can't run. That's why I want to smoke cigarettes beforehand. Hunted by the Cult lowers our doom just a little bit, but not too much, so we'll do our best. Please pass this luck check. No, because roll an 11, I guess pain, and the cigarettes we use. So, as long as our reason remains reasonably high in the... Well, I'm losing the word for the moment. The figurative sense. We should be okay, but we're gonna find out. So, I've decided not to use the handcuffs here. That might be a lot more painful, but if we get to Desperate Struggle, then I don't really mind, I suppose. Because reason is all we need in Recluse, so that is what I'm trying to get at here. Do I do anything else here? No, right? In fact, if I want to gamble, I could. Yeah, let's do 2 attacks, because this will get me more Katana experience. Again, I could balance Desperate Struggle and Brace and Dodge and Attack Boost and Prepare Attack to give me experience. And you could do it once per turn, basically just enable a variable to do that. Is my, just monkey brain, if I were to think of a solution now, but hey. I took the bath and did not grab more water, did I? Yeah, I did. Well, into Recluse we go. Maybe we throw the empty bottle if we need to. We may not need to. It will depend. So as our nice amount of experience becomes 71 experience, I think we should be able to get through this as long as we don't just somehow explode our reason. I think we can lose up to 3 reason tops with just pain. So yeah, we're gonna find out. We get STE. Normally that I think it's happened, I want to say once, where I ran into STE without purposely trying to run into STE. But correct me if I'm wrong. It's been I've done hundreds of runs of World of Horror, and so hey, I'm not gonna remember. But as we do our last investigation here, let's hope for the best. I'm gonna actually gamble here. No, that's not a gamble. All right. Well, we still have enough reason, so I don't really mind. But what can we actually do here? Because yeah, we're gonna take up to 9 reason. If I continue doing this, probably a Thotu Flame instead, right? Yeah, we're gonna Thotu Flame. So we do this, lose 3 reason, but then we get out without losing 3 reason. Now, overall number-wise, actually number-wise, it's kind of even, especially with Colt. But the reason I say that is because 2 Doom doesn't equal 1 stamina or 1 reason. I do consider it close enough if you do it sparingly, in my opinion. So if you lose like 2 Doom 3 times, I can equate that to about 1 stamina, 1 reason. But if you keep taking 2 Doom damage, just off the top of my head, if you calculate that over and over and over again, you end up taking a bit more Doom than intended. Again, it may not matter, especially if you're playing like Toshiaki or something, but you get the point. And yeah, because the Timeworn Katana does 4 base damage, or now it's doing 3, actually, never mind. But we're on a random item stat run? Were we? Yeah, we were on a random item stat run. Well, hey, no wonder I was doing less damage. Anywho, yeah, do stuff. I'm losing my mind. We can get another pack of cigarettes with this now. So let's do that. We also get a brick, which is nice if we need it. But first and foremost, we make sure that we have everything set up. We do. This is kind of where you want to be at Haru. Be with as Haru, pretty much, if I were to say something. So for base World of Horror advice, yeah, this is having core strength, preferably core strength, but at least having like 2-3 cigarettes minimum, I say, is best for consistency with Haru. If you don't have 3 cigarettes, 2 will get you close enough, and then you can strategy your way through mysteries. But that's assuming you know World of Horror. Not like the back of your hand, but enough of World of Horror to survive. And yeah, that's all I have to say at the moment. Now, I don't know if we have enough reason to survive this, unless we smoke both packs of cigarettes. But we can find out, because we do have a Thotu Flame, so shrug, right? And there's a very small cigarette efficiency I'll try to use here, but we will find out, especially since we're on Goizo. But first and foremost, we need to get out of this encounter. So, yeah, those are bad odds. I'm just going to do prep attack and just sit here and take the damage. So we do 6 HP with the power of core strength, hard knock, and possibly extra katana damage. But most importantly, we get to desperate struggle here. Now, do I really want to desperate struggle? Yeah, probably. So let's just do this for safety reasons. And off we go. So 57% Doom because of time. I was going to say that anyway. I didn't expect time skip to just grant my wish. And by that, I mean I really wished it didn't do that. But RNG is RNG. So off I go. So we have Silhouettes and Taxi. I'm going to save Taxi for last because we're going to do a forest thing. Silhouettes, on the other hand, we're going to sit here and wait. So I guess we're going to find out what happens to our face as we sit here. I don't want to take out of funds. We lose reason for it, but we're considering the 2 cigarettes that we have at the moment. So I'm going to do 2 investigations and then smoke the cigarettes just to try and save a bit more. Unfortunately, I just happened to run into an encounter, so we have to run. So I lost 5 Doom off of that. I'm just going to walk forward again. If we get encounters back to back, that would be very bad luck. But we didn't, so hey. And now I smoke the cigarettes. But preferably if you're not overlapping cigarettes like I'm doing and trying to save a couple of cigarettes here and there. I didn't really need to. We got enough cigarettes for the end of the run, but I didn't know I was going to get like 13, 14 cigarettes back to back. I have the cigarette case, so maybe I should have considered that, hey, that was going to happen, but shrug, right? Could double up on Charisma here. You know what? We will. I don't think we have the Charisma check, but makes me feel better. I really shouldn't have. I should have taken strength, but shrug, right? Anywho, we'll do our best. That gives me funds if I need it. It also gives me charisma, so I didn't actually need to increase my charisma if all I cared about was 8 charisma. If you have the schoolyard, I would like to grab students, but I think we're going to fight here and see what happens. So, 26 HP, minus 3 all. Yeah, that's not actually too bad, considering this is the 4th mystery. So, yeah, we're going to fight this. But, yeah, I was about to say, can I do a strong? It looked like I could. I saw 15 power. I was like, there's no way I don't do a strong, right? Now, my next question is whether or not I do 2 attacks and gamble here, because this is 81%. We're going to go for it. 81% on my entire run through this. If I failed this, I would be a bit unlucky. Now, keep this in mind as I move forward. If I keep succeeding on runs, if I get to my like 6th or 7th Timeworn Katana run in a row that I've won, and then I gamble on another 81%, that's about like 65%. I'm mind-balling it at the moment, but you get the point. 65% to do those risks that I took. Now, I'm obviously taking more risks here and there when I make decisions or do certain time sequences and encounters, but listen, there's only so much I am willing to risk. Core strength, by the way. I was about to say, if that didn't grant me anything else or penalized me somehow, I would be a little sad and mad, but basically, so your second kind of more custom content piece of advice, whether you're on perm or otherwise, is that if you lock a choice behind basically a requirement, whether it's, you know, you're playing as a character or Haru, or even most of the time probably you have a perk or something or an item, you shouldn't decrease stamina or reason or increase doom or basically penalize the player in any way. There's not really any reason for that. Yeah, I know, Doug, there's no reason for that. So, yeah, with that said, we're just going to go all out here and hope for the best. But, yeah, with that said, though, that's not to say you can't do that. And if you want fun, sure. Just know I'm going to call you out because, man, pain. So, and I think that's just kind of part of, not good design, just in general, but human nature, where they're like, yeah, I have something to do something, and all you ended up doing was making the player lose something. Even though you could get like 30 experience, if you lose 1 stamina, I promise you, you will feel that every so often. Just like I feel a 10 roll with that +2 modifier there. Even if it was just a 10 roll, my goodness, we could have had 9 strength and I would have still failed that. That makes me very, very sad. Anywho, off we go. No. And we're actually just going to run to the trees. I did not bring the handcuffs, by the way. So, as we have a Thotu Flame, that gives... Oh, yeah, that removes the cast spell. So, I've never actually seen this event because I've never gone through this place with a Thotu. That probably saved me more HP overall, though, all things considered. We're actually going to level up here quickly. I'm going to take my strength. And really? Wow. I mean, I like the immersiveness and the in-depth gameplay of this mystery, but yeah, actually that might have hurt me more than a thing. And then we have a blank ending screen there. I assume that's not supposed to happen, but, or if it's not a placeholder, but yeah, taking burns here was not on my to-do list. So here's the other side of things. So if you are going to add, I mean, that wasn't strictly a penalty because you gave the player a choice, and I didn't know what was going to happen. But if you were going to do that, you would probably put it behind something that the player is more likely to get, like a Thotu Flame, even though spells are kind of wish-wash anyway. But spells, I think, are the one of few exceptions in which you have it, yeah, you don't get it a lot of the time, and so you might feel, basically you feel robbed, but I wouldn't really say that much. Also, I forgot to bring the handcuffs again, but shrug, right? So effectively, I'm considering that I have like 94% doom, so that's why I think I should be able to survive this. I really should have saved my level up if I had one, but... So, and I mean, I'm sure there's a reason behind the choices that certain content, custom content creators make, but I'm just saying what I am thinking at the moment. Stream of consciousness, but... Let's see here. I did Recluse second. Did we fight? I feel like I fought something in between, so I think it's actually the... not the ghost. The boss, right? No? Cool. Again, all things considered, I should have... Yeah, I should be able to get through this regardless, because, yeah, second mystery check, you're not normally going to forget that. Takushi-san, on the other hand, is a whole other issue. So, we're going to just go all out here, though. We're going to take 4 Doom for our trouble, but should be fine. And off we go. But yeah, even with that goodness gracious spaghetti of the run. Hey, we survived. So on to our 4th run, and on our 5th run again, we'll get a katana that has more, or that's a faster, basically, has more, less speed value, because that's actually less speed is better. Anywho, I will see you in the next one. Again, no end screen. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!